Hi, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to episode 32 of Aston Villa Raise the Holte. Now as you can see, well first of all, Merry Christmas everybody, hope everybody had a wonderful day yesterday. And as you can see, since our last game and the disappointing loss to City, we have also had a wonderful Christmas. We have gone and beaten Watford in what was a really good dominant performance. The great man Mile Jedinak getting 2 goals, the first of which was an absolute wonder strike. Look out for that in Goals of the Month. So I was really happy with that performance. Then we went and had our FA Cup replay against Wolves, 2-1 in extra time. We were the better team in this game, despite resting a lot of players. You can sort of see a lineup there. It was essentially a reserve team. We struggled a little bit, but we got through, and you can see Jordan Williams in the first minute of extra time, stoppage time, popped up from a corner and napped it for us, so that was brilliant. Then we went to Huddersfield in the league. We were very flat in this game. We didn't really play well. We got 2 late goals, as you can see, for a 2-0 win, which makes it look a lot more comfortable than it was. We were actually a little bit lucky to come away with the 3 points. I think 0-0 probably would have been a fairer reflection of the game itself. Then we had the FA Cup 5th round against Southampton. Again, we played the reserves, and it was a relatively even game. I think we shaded it, and we won. We conceded again from a set piece. I really don't know what to do about the defending set pieces. We just seem to concede from them all the time, and I can't get my head around why that is. I can only think at this point it must be to do with coaching. I'm going to have a relook at our coaches, I think, and see if there's something in there, but I don't know. My mind is gone. I don't know how to fix that. It's just broken. But anyway, we got through, and you can see we have Manchester United in the FA Cup quarter-final. So that's a big game, probably for next episode, actually. I think we'll maybe do Fulham and Man United next episode. But that is next episode. This time around, we have West Brom at home in the league, and then we have Everton away. So let's quickly have a look at the table, see where we've been left after those last games. You can see we're still hanging on to that 4th spot with all we're worth. We have a game in hand on the teams around us, which I think is actually might even be today's game against West Brom. Oh no, it's the Friday game. Anyway, we have a game in hand against somebody. Oh, the game in hand is against Manchester United, so we can maybe that's not going to be one that we'll count on 3 points, but we're hanging on to 4th spot. If we can get a win against West Brom today, we can see that they're down there at the bottom of the table, so this is the game that we really want to try and win. So this is the team that we're going with. We're going with the 4-3-3 predominantly because the scouts are expecting West Brom to play 5-3-2, so we're going to try and overwhelm them down the wings. Golini in goal, Mings, Van Drongelen, Kone, who is our first choice centre-back of recent games, and Bree at the back. Jedinak, Lema and Lansbury in midfield. Wilson and Grealish out wide with Hogan up top. Okay, so they are playing as expected. That's really good, because otherwise we would have been not playing our ideal formation. Oh, James Milner is a baggie now. They just keep signing all the rejects, don't they? Okay, let's get this team talk done. Alright, let's go with we're the favourites for a reason. Let's make sure they know why, or whatever that said. A little bit of switched offness there, but that's okay. It's only West Brom. Alright, come on, Villa. So it's going to be an interesting run into the end of the season here. And the FA Cup too, I have been playing the reserves, and we've got pretty far. The reason being is essentially I think I have too many players in the squad, and there's just a lot of players complaining about game time. So I'm sort of using the FA Cup as a good excuse to sort of rotate and give players games and try and manage things that way. I'd be inclined to do the same with Manchester United and kind of just expect to lose. The problem with doing that is that the teams that are left, if we do win, this game, the only other really good Premier League teams are Tottenham and Chelsea, and they're playing each other as well, which means one of them obviously is going to be knocked out. So we could find ourselves in the FA Cup semi-finals with Championship, and I think there might have been one other Premier League team that wasn't particularly great. So that's kind of, got me wondering what we should do there. If we should just go for it, kind of expecting to lose, although I think it was at home, so it's going to be interesting. we'll sort of see where we're at in the league at the time and what we should do. Can we get that? Kone! Oh, Kone was unlucky not to open his Villa account with the initial header back off the crossbar, but Lima's there and just pounces on it. Wonderful stuff. That puts us in front, playing well, dominating possession, which is just, what are we doing? So there we go, that's half time, and overall I'd say that is a pretty satisfying first half, particularly given the opposition. So we need to go assertive, don't get complacent, and get back out there. Okay, so hopefully we will see this out. We have been getting a lot better at holding on to half-time leads, which is good. That's obviously what you want. But obviously there's always a risk that as soon as I say that, we will now go and lose the game. But given where they are in the table, we're looking relaxed and motivated. I'd like to think if anything, we can go and nick another one. All right, Hogan Wilson isn't working right now. Maybe we can try switching them around. Hogan's a little bit more adept to playing out there. We'll try Wilson as a poacher, and if not, we have Gil on the bench that we can bring in to play out wide, or we can maybe play Gonzalez. I don't think Gonzalez is particularly adept to playing wider. So Grealish knocks the corner in. It's gone into Kone. Oh, just across the face of goal. I think Kone can consider himself a little bit unlucky not to have at least got one. All right, things are going well. Although you'd really, really like to have a second goal just to ease the nerves here. Alright, Hogan's not working, so let's take him off. Gilles, play him as winger on support. And we might look to take Wilson off as well and bring Gonzalez on as a complete forward on attack. Nothing else, just mix things up a little bit. Rest players. Right, Grealish gone back to Mings. Mings lumps it forward. Lansbury can't get it. Second chance. He's won it back. Well done, Lansbury. Can we pick out a teammate? Wilson's in the middle. No, good tackle. But Carlos Gil pounces on the rebound. Not really a rebound, but the loose ball. Jedinak to Lima. Can Lima ping it to Grealish? Grealish, time and space. Grealish! Oh, not quite what we needed there. It just all kind of broke down a bit, didn't it? Got a little bit disjointed. Alright, keep your heads here, boys. Keep your heads. Alright. Damn it, concentrate. Right, can we nick one from the corner here to Jedinak, the great man to Kone, the great man, not, there it is, there's the full-time win. I mean, that really was quite dominant, wasn't it? 61% possession, 10 shots on goal, 6 of them on target. I think we can actually be quite happy with that. The only thing lacking really was an extra goal or two, but I think that's one of our better performances. I just don't think we've quite got the payoff we deserved. So that's secured us in 4th spot for another week at least. The worst that we can end up with is Arsenal and Liverpool equal on points with us. So that's a good result. So I'll just play through for a minute here, and then we will come back for Everton away. Okay, welcome back. I just quickly want to draw everyone's attention to the battle for 4th here. Look at this. Ourselves, Liverpool and Arsenal, all on 47 points, all with a goal difference of 14. So to say this is tight, it's just a gross understatement. This is unbelievable. Now today we have Everton. As you can see, we can close that gap with the game in hand to 2 points to them. Next up we have Man United as well. So these are two very big games, and really, if we can come out of it still in sort of the touching distance of 4th spot, I think we'd have to consider ourselves very happy with that. So the team that we're going with today, as you can see, we're going back to the 5-3-2. Golini in goal, Van Drongelen, Mings, Kone in the defence, Taylor and Bree down the wings, Yadanak, Lima, Lansbury, Gonzalez and Wilson up front. We're going to leave Hogan on the bench. We're just trying to rotate the strikers right now, just make sure everyone stays fresh. Okay, so we can see the team that they're going with. Hopefully we will be able to get the better of them. Okay, I think we've got nothing to lose. We know how good we are. Let's show everyone what we're capable of. Yeah, I like that. Alright, let's go. Alright, come on, boys. The scouts suggested that we play on the counter-attack here. I always feel like we play better if we try to control the game. I don't particularly trust our defense. We're getting to the point where I think we're beginning to outgrow some of our players. I think Mings is better as a squad player. I think Taylor is potentially better as a squad player. I mean, we could probably do better within Bree. I think Van Drongelen and Kone are good, and they're only going to continue to get better. I think perhaps, I mean, we've seen Elphick look a little bit out of his depth this season as well. I think, I don't know what we do with our defence. We have a lot of younger players that are good. I don't know if we should start giving them. I think Darling is not quite developing in the way we thought, so we may look to offload him. We have a couple of defenders out on loan that are potentially good enough. Oh, here we go. What do we got here? Set piece. Hold your breath, everybody. Can we clear it? Clear it. It's a bit of a lunge. I think we got away with it. Can we launch the counter? Gonzalez? No, he's lost the ball. He had nowhere to go, really, did he? Alright, let's mark it up. No. Far out. Alright. Encourage. He just hesitated. He needed to get it out to Taylor there, and he just didn't do it. And then we had players out of position, and it looked a bit easy from there, didn't it? Alright, come on, boys. We're still in this. It's only a goal. Lima off the back of Yadanak. This doesn't bode well, does it? Alright, let's not be afraid to use our fullbacks. What are we... there we go. The great man. It's like he can hear me. Bree knocks it forward to Wilson. Can he get onto that? He can. Can he find Gonzalez in the middle? Crosses it in. Gonzalez! Oh! How did he not hit the target? That should be 1-1. We should have had an instant reply. Oh, that's annoying. You wonder if Scott Hogan would have put that in. We're not great, have we? Really not been great. 31% of the ball, that was our only shot on goal. Maybe there was something to be said for playing on the counter-attack. Alright. I mean, we've not been good enough. Show me something different. Alright, there we go. It's the sort of reaction we wanted. So we'll give this 10 minutes or so, see if that was an actual reaction or just a sort of a yes boss in the dressing room. Hopefully we will see some sort of impact on the field here. No, it's knocked it past him. This is not the sort of reaction we wanted. This is not the sort of reaction we wanted. Now we have a set piece. Hold your breath, cross your fingers. Can we clear it? It's not a great corner. Breeze there. Now the second phase, this is a lot of the time where we come unstuck. There we go. Kone, can he launch a counter-attack? He can get the ball to Gonzalez. Wilson's running up with him. Gonzalez. Well, we kept it. That's the main thing. The attack is still on. It's full. That wasn't great. Okay, can we give it a... what should we say? Demand more. We're 10 minutes in. Gonzalez hasn't really been good. I wonder if we can drop him into support. And if that doesn't work, then we might look to bring on maybe Humam to try and sort of pick some passes for us. I'm always hesitant to make changes too early on in the half. But at some point you have to admit it's not working. Okay, so Humam on for him. So advanced playmaker on support. We don't want two playmakers, so we might look to put Lansbury as a Mazzala to kind of drift out there. We might just put Taylor back on support, and we'll let Bree keep bombing down the wing there. Alright, come on Villa. We're only a goal out of this. I mean, we've been terrible, but we're still within touching distance. Okay, Taylor's rubbish. So we'll bring Elphick on there, so we can put Mings on there. We have one other change to make. 9 minutes to go. Alright. This is a risk. But really we need a goal. We have nothing to lose. Of course, if we do get the equaliser, it's trying to reorganise this defence is going to be interesting, but what can we do here? We go, we've won that. Humam up early to Wilson. He's got 5 men around him. He'll do well here. Oh, he's gone past 2 of them. Sprays it out to Mings. Mings back to Wilson. Come on, Wilson. Come on, Wilson. Ah, that would have been a really, really nice goal. It's a shame. Can we do something from set piece? Yadanak? No. Do we have someone? Lansbury, put your foot through it. Kone back to Elphick. It's sort of bouncing around in there. Oh, now we're hopelessly outnumbered. Can we keep Kalu out? Can we win that? We can. Van Drongelen, well done. Golini, just get rid of it. Out to Wilson. Wilson back into Humam. Humam has passed it into the legs of Kalu, and they're on the counter-attack. Are we going to go down a second? Is that a goal kick? I think. Alright, push up. Okay. What do we have? Do we have one last sting in the tail? Galanak's not having his best game. Lima's not having his best game. You wonder if that's just who we're up against. We haven't had much of the ball, but I think we have been better second half. Set piece away. Second phase. Can we get to that? That's not a great shot. That's it though. I feel like whenever we play these really good teams, we just... what was it? It was at the City where it was 2-1. And we weren't... we didn't really look like winning the game, but we weren't necessarily completely outplayed. Unlucky. No, it wasn't good enough. So yeah, I mean, it was a great performance, but we just seem to fall that little bit short whenever we play those really, really good teams. Maybe we should look to maybe play on the counter and see if that helps us at all. But we're still there. We're still within 3 points of Liverpool in 4th. So Champions League, it's still an option. So what we'll do, I think, is we'll come back maybe for Fulham in the league and then the FA Cup quarter-final against Manchester United. I think that's probably the way to go. Wish me luck for the Manchester United in the league. Yeah, but I think the Cup is the bigger game for us because we're not going to win the league. If we can win this game, we may well win the Cup. But that's it for today. If you did enjoy the episode, who doesn't love a win over the Baggies? Do give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Thank you to all the new subscribers as well. It's really been phenomenal, the amount of subscribers we've been getting. But other than that, I'm Aussie Villain. Thank you very much for watching, and please enjoy our goals of the month for February. Take care.